of just all the demons are like, oh shit, there's better food? Well, fuck this.
You gotta love to be gone back yet. Love turns into nothing, don't you grab it.
This video is brought to you by T-Blocks. Enjoy the content now, but stay for the shilling later. Welcome to Lobster Magnet and Friends. I'm here with my buddy Zavul, who, even though his thing says Goro Gregoro, it's Zavul's going to take his spot because Goro Gregoro is still talking to the random guy from college that we knew for the past 2 hours and can't seem to get away from that conversation. So we're going ahead. We're doing it without him.
Yep.
God damn it. So, Zavul, what do you think of this chapter and the past few chapters of Promised Neverland? Me and Goro have been having a debate. Very nice.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so, man. I didn't expect war to actually be an option. I just keep running into stuff like, oh, they're not gonna fucking do that. No. And then, bam.
Yep.
I'm kind of hoping they go the fucking crazy path.
What do you think the crazy path is?
Oh, fucking full-scale war between
humans and demons. That's what they're eventually building up towards.
So far, nothing has dissuaded me from the idea that this would just be fucking wholesale slaughter.
Yeah. They still haven't really built the demons as a threat, and it still feels like the humans are going to kill them all.
Look, if a bunch of fucking 13-year-olds can kill a bunch of demons dicking around on a hunting preserve, I am 100% sure that I don't know, fucking pan-UN global military-industrial complex of 15 minutes into the future of 2030-something wouldn't be able to just wreck their goddamn shit.
Yeah. So here's another question, though. What do you think of the Peter guy who's like the now appearing to be like the new main human villain that we haven't had in a while?
This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm not even pissed that Norman showed up again.
Yeah. So, and what do you think of the big Norman reveal? I was fairly pleased with it. It's added an element, as I was saying last week. One of the things I think that was like working so well about previous Promised Neverland versus like the Promised Neverland when it sort of went downhill was that like Promised Neverland works better as a sci-fi story than a fantasy story. And then once we went to like music,
oh god, yeah, it does.
Yeah. And like once we went into the forest, it kind of like transitioned into more of a fantasy. But then once we're like back to like fucking Norman, and he's like in this like testing facility, and we learn that like pretty much Muscle Meat Boy, whose name is Adam, is it seems like it's like a genetic engineering facility, which is basically the equivalent of like McDonald's, where they try and make up like weird flavors.
I didn't even think about that, but you're fucking right.
You know how they have those like those goddamn labs where it's like we need to figure out how to make Mountain Dew infused burgers and Cheetos.
The snozberries taste like snozberries, motherfuckers.
Yeah. So we have this like little Akira preserve with all the deformed children.
God, now all I want is a side story with the demon version of the Willy Wonka. It's just like don't eat that child. Yeah, we still haven't ironed out the fucking kinks. You'll inflate like a goddamn balloon. We'll have to roll you out here while the other like myriad of smaller demons sing about how fucking stupid you were to eat the goddamn child in the first place when I fucking told you not to.
Yeah, because we got the muscly children that are like, for the muscle. Then we got like the brainy children who assumably have the brains. And I guess like all the testing with Norman is like, they're either going to like, steal all of Norman's semen or just keep on cloning him to like produce tasty Norman children.
Yes. We have to protect our fucking bodily fluids. We have to protect our vital fluids.
You ever see that crazy sex machine in Japan where like it's just like this robot with like this suction cup that you stick your dick in?
No, I have not.
Oh, it's so creepy. But like I just imagine like them
okay.
leading in a room with Norman like once a week, and they like just have him do they milk him. Possibly.
Oh man, I mean. I really hope they wait a few years for that, because right now I am really just not want to think about the fucking 12-year-old child. Thank you very much. Lobster, you twisted fuck.
I'm sure they'll just
Congratulations, you have once again managed to take this to a place that even I'm not comfortable in. And I was voting for, like, the child murder. What the hell is wrong with you, asshole?
Well, I am very much in favor of the whatchamacallit, the new experiment plant. And, they introduced Norman in the best way possible. So, obviously, now that we have all the three characters in three different places, so, the big thing is, like, when are they going to meet up again? And then as soon as they get back together, Ray can go back to being edgy Ray. And, like, the ends justify the means and burn down the village. Because the series needs edgy Ray.
Yeah, it really does. And man, oh man, I am just excited to see the children face off. And thus far, despite everything, no superpowers.
Yeah,
just murder.
There's no superpowers whatsoever. That's probably the most impressive thing. That like they haven't they had a lot of bullshit opportunities where they could have they go into the mysterious vault. This is genetic things that we can stick into you that'll give you power. Like
now, what I'm hoping is they don't do that with the fucking new facility that Norman's stuck in. I really hope they avoid that.
I don't feel like they are. It just seems too built up to be like a breeding facility for how to mass produce high quality game, and that's the whole purpose. And I am really interested in the Peter character. I hope that he doesn't get I want to hear what his philosophy is, why he thinks the promise is so important. I always thought the humans had no idea about the cattle children, but now
I still feel like they don't. I feel like it's just one group of people that have kind of made this deal and are working through it. And I mean, I kind of want to know why this group still thinks that even in 2030 something, when we could apparently just drone strike the ever-loving shit out of every fucking hunting preserve in existence. We don't even have to be there. It's like the demon's like, we're gonna hunt everyone. It's like, I mean, we just have predator drones. You won't get in with you won't get in 1,000 miles of us. We'll just send hordes and hordes of these just really obnoxious fucking things that just bomb the shit out of you, piloted by bored assholes 2,000 miles away in a fucking trailer.
Yeah, well, I guess this is going to be
our
big moment.
They might not even get PTSD from it because they're bombing things that are just so far out of their experience range. They don't even view them as people. I mean, given that's kind of happening now, but whatever. What the fuck ever. The point fucking is, we don't even have to be near you anymore. And what, the 15 goddamn years in the future? I mean, you're seriously telling me we haven't advanced technologically to the point where we probably couldn't do something even worse to them?
Yeah, well, they do have the freaking holographic pen, so I think it's pretty safe to assume that the humans have rail guns and laser Gatling guns.
Maybe a mech. God, I hope they have a mech.
Just destroy the demons. So what do you think of the current setup now that we have the kids are initiating their plan to face off?
Oh yeah, I'm excited as fuck about this. This is as excited as I've been in a long time about this series. I mean, I'm probably a bad person because I just want wholesale demon slaughter. But I mean, I'm really curious as to what the fuck the demons can bring to the table that can countermand just the absolute clusterfuck that would be just wholesale war with one of the most angry, vicious, obnoxiously violent species on the planet.
Well, we're about to find out as teenagers face off against the fucking demons. Although I did love that scene where they're like, "Ooh, there's a premium grade. We have to go eat Emma."
I fucking love that. Yeah. I mean, obviously, this is basically going to be the equivalent of just hunting a bunch of angry chimps on a fucking nature preserve with your AR-15.
Well, here's my question. Who are the chimps? Is it the demons chimps? Are the demons the chimps or the humans the chimps?
Well, obviously the humans are the chimps, only to discover that, oh no, the chimps have, discovered fire and the ability to make spears. And also, apparently, one of them has a Glock. I don't know where they stole that from, but they have one now.
So, which demons do you think are going to get killed out first? Do you think the obnoxious Pharaoh demon who's gets counted around by his little toadies is going to go, or do you think it's going to be the bondage demons with the little tongue eyes, the tongues on their the eyes on their tongues?
I mean, probably. Oh, Christ, they have names now, don't they?
Yeah, they do. There's
I'm a little
Byron.
disappointed by the names, but they have them.
Yeah, I know you're not a fan of Archibald Lewis.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping that that is like his pronounceable name.
And that he has like some sort of like, strange
Or something like that. Like, I'm kind of hoping that that is his actual name, but it's like, but you may call me Archibald Lewis, because my real name would drive you insane. Or some bullshit.
I'm hoping that Lewis like fucks some shit up because he definitely needs to be a build up. I don't want the demons to be because like right now it seems like it's all in the kid's favor. So I'm very curious to see like
Yeah, let's see what is their phone. What's up? I did like the 2-page or like the page-long spread of just all the demons are like, oh shit, there's better food? Well, fuck this.
Screw this, children. We're out to go get. Actually, you think that's the reason why that triggered the because they commented that like the hunt started earlier as opposed to the 2 to 3 days. Do you think like the whole point is that like fuck this shit, I want some Grace Field shit, and they just like threw whatever children they were eating to the side?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that is just what happened. Also, Jesus Christ, the fucking toadies are just terrible. All right, loose. It's loose. I mean, just look at that. He has like some kind of like weird like cat like animal ear shit, and I don't fucking. And also, why does he have like the surgical thing?
What surgical thing?
Across the face, the fucking toady demon. Like, what the fuck is it with all the stitches and shit?
I have no idea.
All right, so who do I think is gonna die first? I don't know.
Loose feels like the obvious choice. Although I feel like they're like trying to like go back on him and try and make him a little bit more intimidating because like I was he's got like a much more intimidating like mouth this chapter versus like before where he was like 100% gaggy and like they had him like no where's my food
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with the obvious choice. I might be wrong, but I think Loose is gonna die first. He's like the worst menu of the fucking demon Ginyu force that they got rolling around here. Honestly, I think it's gonna be like the order that they were kind of introduced in. It's probably, I mean that seems to be how it works in Shonen series. It's gonna be Loose, and then Nos and Norma, and then Bayon, and then Lewis. I mean, that just seems to be like the obvious ranking system.
Yeah,
Lewis is all the way at the end, last person introduced, obviously the most important and most dangerous, and then so they're just gonna climb that chain.
That I think I agree with you 100%. That makes sense. Lord Bayon is Lord Bayon. He's got a cool design. He's the purveyor of the thing. Lewis is built up as like the ultimate rival villain, so he's gonna be last. He's gonna fuck the most shit up.
And Nos and Norma,
kind of mid tier.
Yeah, they're clearly scarier than Loose, but I mean they are just generic enough that they're meant to be scary, but not meant to be a lasting character design.
Yeah, and the fact that they both like kind of have like similar character designs, except for like one has boobs, just kind of goes to show you that like you shouldn't like expect these guys to be important.
Pretty much.
So we got some fun. Someone's getting murdered next week. Unless they try and bullshit. Like, do you think they do some bullshit like friendship thing with the demons? And like, Emma's like, no, we need to learn how to be friends with the demons.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no, it's just gonna be a fucking murder fest. That's fucking stupid. Or I'm gonna be really pissed if they like suddenly pull that shit out of their ass.
I'm curious to see if they give the demons like super regeneration or like some sort of superpower to like even the scales.
God, they have to have something. Like if a bunch of fucking children can murder people, like then they're just not a credible threat to the rest of the world. And
no, yeah, that is true.
Like the only thing I can think of, as like a reason why they're keeping the pact in that case, if like wholesale war would just go terribly for the demons, is the demons have to be paying off like the clans or this clan. Like that would be the obvious choice as to like why they're keeping this up. It's like, well, no, we can't end that promise. We can't do that because then we lose all our shit. They keep giving us gold.
They're paying us a lot for these cattle children. This is great shit.
Like, they are. Do you have any idea how much they're paying us to keep us the fuck away? Or keep them the fuck away from, like, the angry people with, like, predator drones?
God, you know what the saddest thing is? Like, I could almost see, like, you know, Donald Trump, like, instituting, like, a cattle children, like, thing as, like, a way to, like, reduce the national deficit. You know, it's right along the lines with his, like, stupid, like, food, you know, what was that thing? The Blue Apron.
Fucking harvest boxes?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Can't you see that? Like, you know, we're killing two birds with one stone. We send all the poor people to Africa. We turn them into meat so the Africans can eat that meat, and then they pay us for it. It's brilliant.
Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, don't tell me that you don't think it crossed his mind.
No. I honestly, if you want probably a more accurate depiction, it's probably the fucking Purge. The Purge would probably happen first. Like, if anything that stupid came out of his fucking mouth, it would be the Purge.
Well, you know, he makes all his decisions in freaking based on television. One final anecdote.
Yeah, if fucking Fox News suggested that maybe we should have a yearly purge of all the people who are poor enough to be unable to defend themselves, the next fucking day he would be like, and I want Congress to come up with a way to make sure this happens.
Well, one brief political aside before we do our final thoughts. I read the Fire and Fury book, and I enjoyed it very much. And one of the things that was, like, you know, very illuminating was, like, a little aside where they talked about, you know, how he was like, Obama wiretapped me. I got him. Aha! I found out. Completely. You want to know how he found out?
Go for it.
He was, like, watching, like, Fox News, like, at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, some guy, like, fringe, you know, InfoWars guy was like, and he was like, he called his, like, you know, Steve Bannon, he's like, we got him! Not from listening to his intelligence reports.
I mean, he doesn't fucking read them as far as anyone has told us.
Can you imagine that? The President of the United States. It's like, you know, he's HBO on. Oh my God, where do we get those dragons?
Honestly, I what I would fucking love is another Max Headroom style event where someone just fucking hijacks Fox News with the specific intent to give this asshole a heart attack at like 5:30 in the fucking morning by, like, declaring that he now has, like, video evidence of all the terrible shit he's supposed to have done.
That's honestly the best thing Anonymous could ever do if they ever wanted to get him. Is, like, hijack, like, you know, just his feed in, like, Washington, like, have a commercial and then do that. That would be amazing. Well, anyway, you know, the Donald Trump of demons is hunting children, and so what would you give these past few chapters?
Oh God, I am nuts. I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10. I've been really pleased.
Yeah, it's been good stuff. I'll go 8.5. I enjoyed this past one, and, you know, past few have been good too, and this is a good signal for war. I just hope we get some good war games. I hope, like, there's some good, like, you know, oh shit, that was a good plan, and then the demons are like, oh, we could do this shit, and we're like, oh fuck, demons can do this shit, and, you know, it's just, I want a good back and forth. I don't, you know, I want some death, and I want, like, a little, because, like, bringing it back to, like, one reason why I love the One Piece Marineford War much better than, like, the Naruto Ninja War is that, like, what Oda did so brilliantly is that there was a good push and pull between the Marines and the Whitebeard Pirates. The Whitebeard Pirates would, like, push forward, but then they'd lose something. You know, Whitebeard would be stabbed by Squallow via subterfuge, or they would, you know, be stuck in the giant pit of fire, or they'd lose oars, but they'd keep on pushing forward, but they would always be kind of, like, losing a little bit as they went forward. That's why I love that that war, or that the whole arc, because whatchamacallit, it was a great push and pull, and each side lost something as the battle progressed, and it didn't feel like it was like a one-sided victory versus the terrible ninja war that went on forever, had very poorly defined antagonists, and not to mention the fact that God, what did I hate about it? Oh yeah, the fact that like it felt like the bad guys kind of like got mostly steamrolled.
Yeah.
And like occasionally, some mooks and tertiary characters got killed.
Yeah, some back and forth would be good. I mean, if they just like roll through these demons, it's gonna be another one of those like no stakes kind of problems that I had before.
Yeah, I mean, demon murder would be nice, but yeah, we need the kids get a little bloodied. We need some demon death. We need good shit.
Yes.
All right, so I think that finishes our thoughts, our Goro list. It's so funny. Now I had you instead of Goro. I can't wait to give him like a dirty look and a condescending tone about like being on the phone for 9 hours. You couldn't be like, I'll do this and then I'll call you back. God damn you, Goro! How dare you! But hey, at least I got some content out of Zavi for a change.
Yep.
All right, so thank you for hanging out with us. Give us your comments. Which team are you on? Are you on Team Lobster / Zavi about things are going good with the Promised Neverland? Or are you on Team Skeptical Goro-ness? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, lobster is tennis, but don't you grab it. Do you like clothes but hate shopping? Then T-Blocks is the subscription service for you. But I know what you're thinking. But Lobster, how is that any different than Loot Crate or the other subscription services? Well, T-Blocks sends you t-shirts, which is clothing, which is actually useful, unlike the useless swag junk that Loot Crate keeps peddling on gullible schmucks. And this isn't just knockoff brand crap. T-Blocks hooks you up with licensed shirts for all the stuff you love, because you need clothes. How else are you going to keep your puny human man flesh protected from the elements? T-shirts are useful for any occasion. Wear them, give them to friends, give them to enemies, knit them together, make a quilt. T-shirts are life. And you know the best part? It'll only cost you $6.99. That's right, you can get 12 shirts sent to you for once a month for only $6.99. And you know what? If ultra cheap licensed goods are too basic for you, then there's also the Community T-Block set, which features original designs from the best up-and-coming artists, so you can keep that hipster street cred. But I'm here to save you even more money! Use the code LOBSTERTBX at checkout, and you'll save 10% on any order. Be a t-shirt wearing god amongst mortals. Use the power of the most expensive seafood to get you the cheapest t-shirts now!